All right, everyone, new patch notes. Let's get through these quickly so I can actually start playing the game. Also, at the end of this, I want to talk spin fusers. I want to get rid of all of them. Well, all of them except one. I want to talk balance of the damages and the number of hits required to kill someone. But that's after this. Loadouts. Armor classes have been resized to have unique hitboxes relative to their size. Let's take a look at that. All right, hitbox check. Light. A medium in the back's making it a little difficult. Hit. Over here. Side. Hit. Okay, so that's definitely a little bit off the shoulder still. Yeah. And it's hitting the arm there. Medium. Hit. Okay. Yeah. So still quite a generous hitbox. Yeah. So there's definitely a good box here. And you actually hit the spin fuser as well. So on the left side, you're gonna get easier to hit. Heavy. The same thing, I think. Okay. Actually, the heavy more in tune with his model, but that's okay. Weapons, chain guns, enabled binocular zoom, sure. Repair tool, removed from the third weapon slot. Now is universal hold keybind. Don't like the hold keybind. Love that it's been removed because I was switching to that motherfucker far too many times. The repair tools can now heal friendly players. Hooray, we're all mercy this day. Okay, that's good, that's fun. Let's see how useful that will be, what the range on that is, and all those kind of things. Phase rifle, increased hipfire spread. Don't like that, hate it. Everything that introduces randomness to a game is awful. Here, hello, I'm Quake player. Yeah, no random spread. Make it do less damage, I don't care. Just, well, it was... Move to the light loadout. Good. Good again. Hooray. Gone are the days of the heavy, and the one below here is even better. BTX 1 rifle. The BTX rifle has been temporarily removed pending a rework. Removed means it's not on a heavy anymore, and it doesn't have the thing. Okay, so here's my suggestion. Phase rifle, no bullets, no reloading, just energy. BTX, no energy, only bullets. Purely a preference. Do you want to use the energy to shoot forever? Or do you want to use bullets to always be consistent? Make it a choice. And that's all that needs to be there. Okay? Scurry little energy draining things. We don't need you here. All right. Shock lance temporarily removed from loadouts. Sure. I mean, I don't think... Has anyone been using it? Needs maybe a bit more of a focus test where all the weapons have been removed and only the shock lance remains. Thumper to the medium loadout. Okay, that's a new weapon. Cool. All right, so here's the Thumper. It is basically a bolt launcher with a different skin and a larger projectile. There you are. It doesn't have a lot of drop, actually. If you look there in the distance, it doesn't fall off all that much. So it's not like the one in Tribe of Sand that exploded after a set period. This is a testing, a first testing, let's say. And the Gladiator added to the heavy loadout. Okay, Novacult, move to the medium loadout. Okay, fire rate slowed. Those are numbers. Damage increased. Okay, good. Maybe we can start hitting things with it again. Spin diffuser, bolt launcher, Thumper projectile speed reduced by 10%. All other projectile speed reduced by 20%. Okay, so here we go. We are in alpha, doing alpha things. Does the world end every time a patch note gets released that makes the game awful for some people? No. Is it fun and better for content if it happens that way? Yes. But here's the thing, we are starting and we're rolling it back. Okay? So we buffed things incredibly, and now we're bringing it down and seeing what works. Okay, so that's better than incrementing 5 and removing 5. Now these are chunky numbers, 10, 20. All right, projectile collision spheres reduced by 10%. Good. By the way, grenade launcher still hilarious, but okay. Zoom levels added to most weapons. Sure, that's a thing. It should really just be a global thing that's on people instead of on weapons, barring maybe the sniper. Like, just have a zoom to everything, and regardless of weapon, right? Weapons that reload after each shot no longer remove ADS zoom. Sure, remove third weapon slot. It's a test. Disable aim assist on gamepad. Yeah, that was a thing that I kind of didn't talk about because I knew it was just going to be a thing. So they swapped on aim assist, console aim assist. That's a whole different kind of debate that I'm not going to start in this video, but holy hell. Okay, packs and grenades, stealth duration increased. Reduced cooldown. The infiltrator is staring at us from beyond the grave. Blink, reduce cooldown. Thrustback, reduce cooldown. Good. Light needs everything they can get. Impact Nitron added to the light loadout. And explosion radius reduced by 25%. Okay. We have chasing on light. The radius was also gigantic. I'm still, there's a few people like APC that have toyed with the idea of direct hits. Direct hits, maybe a bit much, but maybe there's a lot of impulse in the Nitron and maybe a little bit of flag dropping radius inside that. But 25% decrease is already giant, so let's play around with that. Still probably going to be oppressive, but at least it's on a class now that matters, or to make that class matter. Yeah. Gameplay, movement. FOV now adapted to speed. Adjust in the settings menu. Can you turn it off? It is cool. It is cinematic. It ain't got nothing to do with no comp, gamer. Camera movement on surfaces at speed, adjustable in the settings menu. When I was toying around a little bit already, yeah, you could see like you're going like whoop. You're like going with the hill. Again, cool visual. Also nauseating for some people and no place in a competitive game. Fun. I had fun once. Terrible experience. Anyway. I do a visual effect particles to the camera in order to reinforce speed. Yay! You got speed lines now. That's great. That's fun. That doesn't really bother anyone, I think. It sure will. Custom matches, mutators added. Yes, we are Unreal Tournament Reborn now. Start going for that jugular, epic. But mutators allow the lobby leader to adjust various class attributes. Yay, we can test ourselves and make silly things happen. That might actually assist in people who are serious about balance and also people who are trying to have fun again. These are still in development and may not work properly. Sure, alpha things. Again, our greatest fear is that this is a beta and not an alpha. Do alpha things so we think it's still an alpha. Players can now mute other players in custom lobbies. Might actually be able to use that function now. Lobby leader can now lock players from switching teams. Team trials, new trials, way missed. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that yet. Training, new training map, good. I've used that. Yeah, the tutorial is fun. By the way, tangent. Why the defaults for the game are actually so the defaults for the game in terms of buttons are advertised in this tutorial mode, and it completely slipped my mind that this was a thing. Can we please get the defaults to be jetting on right mouse, skiing on spacebar, like it's supposed to be? Because whatever standard setup is, it is awful and needs to be changed. Thank you. Somebody needs to accidentally use the jump button and discover skiing. That is the greatest tutorial you could have. Also try to do the jet, but yeah, okay. Good. Reconnecting, finally, good. VGS, yes. I've tried it. It's more of a chatbot than a shotbot. But you know, it's a first pass. I get it. The guy who recorded it must be use the old ones. But okay. Flag captures require win are reduced from 3 to 5. Sometimes games drag on. Sometimes they move at the just are over. That's not much gonna change, even though we're pushing the competitive thing now, because there is a tournament coming the weekend of the 26th, is it, or something? But okay, it'll reduce draggy games that you can still bungle your way into a capture. I think that's more the reason here. Adjust the collision height of the flag, so okay, good. Adjust the flag drop physics, okay. Flag reset timer to 30 seconds. There you go. Feedback has been taken in. It was too long. Now it is reasonable. Just the base turret logic so they have better sight. I thought they were already doing incredible things, but I have no opinions on the turrets. I just want them to be not there. Offense player talking. Hi. The scoreboard will now always show the player's team first. That is cool. Maps! Okay, adjusted some base stands to have more forward and backwards angles of attack. Conduits added to Katabatic and Drydock maps. Entering a conduit will move the player up to the next level of an area. Okay. Drydock, rocks, and central mountain rework. Let's take a look at those. All right, conduit on Katabatic is in these towers. You go through and end up here. Huzzah. It's no longer a teleporter. Also, look, it is lore out on the horizon. The lore. It approaches. All right, Bella Base, still not Drydock. We have the conduit back in the generator room, so from killing them gens, you can just go straight up and pop out and get completely and utterly destroyed, because there's going to be 1,000 mines on this little spot. But still, get to the flag, and then you can't go back down. No! It's even damageable. All right. Well, you get damage from it. I mean, it's not... Okay. And here on the mountain, we have rock, and several rocks. I am personally not a fan. The middle here has some nice scenery here as well. Is there a nugget up there? Disappointing. Anyway, nope. I hear it. It's here somewhere. Why do I have to go low? But okay, fine. More rocks, actually. Rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks. Also rocks. I'm going to hit every single one of those. And in closing, a lot of fixes that are very nice. Thank you for those, but there's one very important one. Fixed an issue where players would lose speed from their jetpack. I reported that. Probably other people did too, but I reported that. So I feel responsible for having that fixed. I'm really happy about that. I contacted the devs with a little video going, why is a object that you strap to your back to go fast losing you speed? Rockets on your back, jettisoning some kind of ion energy, close you down when you use them over 120-ish kph. I am no stranger to coding and those kind of things. Sometimes they can do weird things, but how a thing that is supposed to make you fast. Anyway, so that was fun. Known issues, there's some broken things. As always, great. It's an alpha, right? It's an alpha, right? Speaking of which, watch out everyone, he's got a spreadsheet. So what I want to get at is I want to reduce all the variants of spin fuses to a single one. I want everyone to share the same weapon. And this is my proposal for balancing that, and also the other weapons. So everyone has the same weapon. This is important. First off, I want to say the tooltips currently in the game are wrong, right? They haven't been updated. And there is a glaring problem, especially considering this game is going to be more and more competitive. We have a draft tournament coming up with actual money. Right now, so light, medium, and heavy, the spin fusers do variable damage. They range from anywhere from 690 to 750. I've done a few tests. They all have a damage range, and these are all on direct hits. So for light, again, 690 to 750, medium to 820 to 860, and heavy 900 to 930. Rather consistent, that one. This means that for the different classes here, we have a hit from a light will kill a light in 2 shots. A hit from a light will kill a medium in 2.99. What I mean by that is, it's on paper 3 shots, but you have a sliver of health left and you can get chained out. Or, as is usually the case, as I've stated before, nobody's ever going to be full health. Especially offense players are never going to be exactly full health because they've impulsed, they've done things. So it'll be 2 shots. That's what the 99 is for. Hits from a light, a heavy will be killed in 3.99, but that, on defense, you probably are going to encounter someone on full health. That takes 4 shots to kill someone. That is a lot. These are direct hits from a spin fuser. For medium, a medium needs to hit a light twice, a medium twice, and a heavy 3 times. This is with the variation. So that is not bad. That is a good way of doing things, right? Light is a bit more nimble, a medium has more damage. There you go. It's from a heavy will take 1.99 for a light. A light is never going to be full health because they have used impulse to damage themselves and to go fast. So most of the time, a heavy is one-shotting a light with a direct hit, no matter what. A medium gets hit 1.8. I gave a little bit more leeway as the average. You know, the HP for a medium is 1,500, a light being 1,000, a heavy being 2,500. So 1.8, you won't get one hit. You will have a little chunk of health left. But again, on offense, that's not going to matter much. You'll be chained out, but you have a little bit more leeway than a light. Great. For a heavy, it's 3 shots, regardless of the variation, which is, again, a lot. Here's my proposal. I propose 1,000 damage for a spin fuser, and the rebalancing of the HPs and the other weapons later. This is an idea. So, what changes is that this list is hits from everyone. No longer do you have to think how many hits you will take from a certain person or a certain weapon, because it will be the same for everyone. The damage dealt is the same for everyone. Which means that if we buff the light to 1,003, you will get 2 hits by anyone. If you go then for medium, 2,200, they'll be 2.99, depending on. So usually a 3 hit on full health, but in practice probably 2. And then the heavy to 2,800, which, yes, is more, but you are also consistently dealing more damage across the board. You're not dealing 700, you're always dealing 1,000. So that comes down to around 3 hits for everyone against the heavy, and not 4 and 3 and 3, but it brings it down to 3 across the board. That is what I want to try. That is what I think would clean up a few things and make things a bit more logical. And then, of course, again, the chains and everything. A chain, find the middle ground somewhere. The bolts probably puts to the similar damage. Whatever. This is a test. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is just a test. And I'd like to try it out. Will we? Probably not. But It is a bit more elegant, I think. Right, that's all I wanted to say. A bit more than a patch review, but still. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video.